here. How are you? Oh my gosh, girls, I got so much to tell you. We're going to do some chit chat and then I'm going to answer some of your questions. So it's going to be that fun kind of day, girls, okay? First of all, I thought I was getting back on track when I started my eye series, and I was going pretty good, and then all of a sudden, typical life takes over and just twists you around and throws you the biggest punch. So I want to kind of share some of that with you. Right about that time, I got a call from some of the doctors that are backing me on my skincare side. It said, "We hope you're sitting down." The law just passed and you cannot sell any Retin-A online on your site. Said that is being outlawed, especially in Texas. I think there's only about 3 to 5, maybe other states that can do it, but Texas ain't one of them, girls, and everybody else is not a store. I know that I was totally in shock because I'm sitting here with Renova, I'm sitting here with Retin-A to all degrees, and Refisa and all this, and I had just developed a whole different page and everything just for the product. So then they tell me that, and everything, well, quite a bit had to be changed, switched over, deleted, and then of course I had to send all the product back to, you know, where I got it so they could put it back. It was awful. I was so freaking devastated because so much of my site was on the great prices that I was giving you on the Retin-A and the Refisa and the Renova, so I was bananas. I got in a huge bad mood and stormed and hollered and screamed. I even called Brianna, you know, and they told me there that the same thing happened to them, so we cannot sell it online. Now, I know you gals, a lot of you gals are getting it from another site, but I will tell you, however, that the tretinoin cream, Retin-A type stuff, the best way to do it, and this is from my doctor, not from me, is to get the tretinoin or the Retin-A brand and use the Good RX discount. Now, I filled a 45-gram tube of the Retin-A, you know, the tretinoin from my doctor, and it was $276, and I called her and I said, "Do I look like I have F me written across my forehead?" "No way." She said, "Sharon, use the Good RX discount." And with that, I got it for way less than even 0.5%. Actually, it only ran me about $46 with the Good RX. So a 45-gram tube, that is a steal. And it's the real deal. So I was so absolutely thrilled because I wear the 0.1%. So that was the devastating issue. Then there, in my skincare, there was another company that's merging with another company. So what I've got, the name basically has changed, so I have to send that product back and wait for the new product to come. I'm telling you, I mean, if there's anything that could go wrong lately, it did. So just bear with me on that, okay? It's going to be a little while till everybody can get their act together with all this new law business. Now, moving on from that, my family has been estranged from my sister, my young sister, for quite some time because my young sister has been just an extreme alcoholic. Let's just put it that way. And the poor little thing had called me a month ago and said all these terrible things were happening, and of course she was falling at the time. She felt very sick and she decided it was time to detox. Well, needless to say, I was the only one in the family, but when I heard that word, I ran, not walked, because I knew, I mean, that's her bottom. She was hitting her complete bottom, let me tell you. So I ran over there, and I could not believe she only weighed 80 pounds. She had not eaten in months because, you know, she fills herself up with everything else but that. And she was yellow. I mean, you could tell her liver was shutting down, pancreas, all kinds. So I rushed her to the hospital to, get checked and see if she was, even able to do a medical detox. Of course, they immediately put her in. She had no thiamine, she has no B, she has no nothing. Yeah, we're depleted of magnesium, potassium, you name it, and we were depleted. As they started putting her through the medical detox, it was rough, but they were keeping her comfortable with Ativan, Librium, and God only knows everything else, because she became agitated and what have you. Make a long story short, after 3.5 weeks of the medical detox, she has acquired what they call Wernicke's syndrome. Now, those of you that are nurses or in the medical field, you know what I'm talking about. She has some irreversible brain damage. So with that and the diagnosis, I had to totally go over and store everything in her apartment. I had to, shut down a lot of her accounts and things. Basically, we had to put her life on hold. And I did notice the car had been banged up the front and the back, so I guess she had been driving intoxicated, which was very scary to me. The poor little thing is just, she's at the bottom. Okay, girlfriend. So with finding this diagnosis on the Wernicke's syndrome, then they said that I had to put her in a particular rehab facility for some physical therapy, occupational therapy, and basically long-term care. This was probably one of the most difficult things I had to do. Even though I've been estranged from my sister, I've always been the big sister and taking care of the troops, and I was the one that she called. So if anybody wants to help themselves, for Pete's sakes, that's when you always jump out there, right? Well, I did. So I want everybody to say a little prayer. My sister's name is Emily. And just, I'm having to be there every day so many hours because she won't perform, she won't eat, she won't do anything until I'm there. And we've got to put a lot of weight on her. See if we can't get some of this back upstairs. The rest of it, she'll never be 100%, but if she can just make it through this, it's going to be easier on everybody, her especially. So I wanted to share that with all of you because I know you guys are great with prayer chains, as I am myself. So we need to do a little something there so I don't get run down either, because it is really hard on a family member when you're having to take care of a loved one like that and you're going back and forth and making arrangements and getting POAs and doing all these things you have to do, because she had absolutely nothing in order. Bless her heart. We're just going to pray for her. Okay, the next thing is I still haven't gotten totally settled in my new place yet, but I'd say 3/4 there. If I hadn't had all this coming up at one time, then it would have been smoother. But I still absolutely love it because you all have asked me so many times, do you love it, do you love it, do you love it? Yes, I do. I am definitely trying to get my life back here and get back to what I was doing, because this one makes me happy. This is my outlet. This is my fun time. Okay, I know you're all going to ask about my earrings. I know, aren't they cute? I'll tell you though, they are so lightweight you feel nothing. Nothing. I wouldn't know they're there if I didn't feel them, hitting. But these came from Nickel and Suede. I'm going to put the link down below. Marnie, Miss Goldberg, got a pair. I was jealous, had to have it, had to hold my breath till I died till I got these, girlfriends, okay? And she said, oh my God, you're going to love them, you're going to love them. Actually, it's suede. It's a piece of suede, and they're sprayed with the rose gold. They look so kicky with your sportswear, your bohemian wear. I mean, I just can't take them off. They're so fun. They have lots of different styles, and I'll be wearing several ones and sharing those with you. So I just had to take, because I know you guys are going to ask. Okay, for those of you that are going to ask about my lips, because it's always the first thing you gals always ask, I'm wearing MAC Angel Pink, I think it is. I'll put it down below in the bar, but that's what I'm wearing today. Okay, moving along with some of the questions everybody's been asking me. Dear Sharon, I have been a long-time client of yours, and you know many of my issues here. My biggest issue was I have been married now for almost 20 years, and a few years ago I fell madly in love with another man. We have been dating for so long and together, but now it's all come to a head. I think because I have pushed so much and gotten so needy from time to time, he is ready to throw me away, as he did tell me he started to see someone else. I was absolutely devastated. Now, he did leave his wife and file for divorce. I am still at home with my husband, but getting ready to file for divorce so I can be with him. Do I still have a life with him, or is it over? I went out on a limb and became very drastic, and I acted a little crazy, so I don't know if I have messed it up or what I have done. Please help me find the answers. Girlfriend, I have many, many clients that have had love affairs during their period of marriage. I'm not here to judge you whether it's right, wrong, or indifferent. I'm here to tell you that this is a very difficult situation to get over, to clean up, and go through. And let me be specific. When you're married to one man and you have an affair with another, it messes up your mind. You can't work on the marriage that you're in at that time. Plus, if your husband finds out, he goes completely nuts. He's upset. Here come the emotions and the problems and the issues. I think you're in a particular time in your life. I know you're in a menopausal stage right now. With menopause, you generally will watch more of The Notebook. Okay? You're going to watch an affair, remember, at least once a week. You're going to basically want to find love all over again. Everything kind of has to be romantic and more emotional, because that's where you are in this lifetime. But I can tell you this, putting all of this aside, you're going to have to be honest with the one you're with. You're going to have to be truly honest. You're going to have to come out, lay all your cards out on the table. And if your marriage doesn't work anymore, then fine, leave. If you're not getting what you need at home, leave. But do not live a lie, for Pete's sakes, or a big secret. When you have an affair like this, it can twist your mind. It can make you so sick. Everything turns toxic. And girlfriend, you got more problems than Carter's got liver pills when you do this. Now, obviously, you can see this gentleman is kind of trying to move on. So he's trying to move away from you for one reason or other. That being said, I think you need some time away from each other to make up your mind what you want to do and which way you want to go. You can go to a little center, a retreat. You can see a shrink on the side, which I highly encourage you to see a counselor or a psychiatrist and discuss these issues with them. Let them help you figure them out. But girlfriend, I can tell you, this particular situation you're in leads to nothing but big, major trouble. Big. So think twice about this. Okay, moving right along. The next question is, Dear Sharon, I have heard you mention before, as you get older, you should line your upper lip at the Cupid's bow straight across instead of lining the Cupid's bow. Can you talk about that and let me know how you feel about that? Well, let me explain to you. That'll help your lip look fuller when you do line straight across. As you get older, your mouth drops, your lips start getting thinner, yes. However, for you ladies like myself that have had your lips filled, and mine are permanent, mine are filled with silicone. Even if you have filled yours with Juvederm, understand, once they're filled and they're puffed out, if you were to line the top lip, you're going to look like you got a duck's bill. We can't do that. When we have ours filled, they are shaped, especially mine with silicone. They actually shaped mine to a definite Cupid's bow, because actually I never really had a major Cupid's bow until I had my lips done. So I say do what works for you, okay? There's no right way or wrong way to really do anything. You gotta do what's best for you. And to heck with whatever everybody thinks. You know, it's got to work for you. On your skin, girlfriends? Okay, moving right along. Dear Sharon, how do you find a soulmate? I'm on a mission. I am single, and I'm in the mature age group, and I want a man to live with the rest of my life so we can travel, we can play, and we can live out our life. What do you suggest? You know, I'm glad you asked that, because I can tell you exactly what to do. Get out and go. And when I mean get out and go, I'm talking about every weekend. Think of something to do that you have never done in your life before. Maybe you never went to a gallery opening. Maybe you've never gone to a particular museum that you have in the city. Maybe you've never, gone to a winery. Whatever the case may be, every single weekend, do something you've never done before. It's at these places where you usually run into a soulmate. Or let's say you frequent a place, change your time and go at another time that you frequent. Perhaps you'll run into them then. But you got to keep your faith and you have to be consistent. I have ladies, so many of my ladies I coach are on a mission to find a man. But remember to take care of yourself, look good, stay healthy, exercise, drink tons of water, and get out there. If you're on a mission, go for it. Because can I tell you something? The particular gentleman that I'm seeing now happened, it was on my birthday when my granddaughter had taken me to the theater. And I saw this hunk of tootie across the, right across the seating from us, and he looked at me, I looked at him, he looked at me, I looked at him. We kept going on and on like this the whole night. And now, but we never could meet because it was so completely crowded. We couldn't approach each other. But a little bit later, I went with some girlfriends, and I'm talking a few months later, went with girlfriends to a gallery opening. As I was approaching this particular piece of art I wanted to check out, this guy was turning around. As a matter of fact, we kind of bumped into each other, and that was the gentleman. The same gentleman. So see, there's no mistakes. When you're meant to meet someone, they will come. Do you know what I mean? It's kind of like the movie, what is it, that baseball movie, build the field and they will come type of thing. All you have to do is to get out on a mission, and they're going to come. You don't have to look for it. You just have to be in that place. So go out to dinner, try new restaurants out, try anything different all the time. And I promise you, your soulmate will come. Got to keep that up, girlfriend, okay? Hotty toddy. Everybody's got to have sugar booger, darling. They can just love them, love them, love them. Because nobody wants to be alone late in life. Who wants that? I mean, everybody needs somebody so they can go out and play and have a good time. Okay. Another question here. Sharon, can you please tell me the system that you use if you wear a mask every night? When do you add your skincare? Okay, I guess you're talking about the system, like what comes first, what comes second. When I start to do a mask, first I cleanse everything off. Then I tone everything off. Then I put on my mask, okay? And always I'll wear it 30 minutes plus. It depends on what I'm doing, because I always wear my silicone shield that I've showed y'all in past videos to hold that mask on so I can do other things. I do my busy work, whatever. So that mask sometimes can stay on even an hour. Well, after you take off the mask, you want to make sure you rub the solution all into your skin. Then I let my face completely dry. I give it another 30 minutes or so after that, and then put on my evening skincare in the same way you would put on yours. And yes, that does include Retin-A. If I'm, using certain things on one night and I mask, well, then I'm not using my Retin-A, but I'll still end it with my moisturizer. On the nights that I mask, which is every night, and then it's a Retin-A night, I end it with my Retin-A. Do you see what I'm saying? So that's how you want to do that. You want to do the mask first. After you cleanse, you tone the mask, then add all your other skincare after that. Okay? Okay. Dear Sharon, will you be doing any more of your eye looks for hooded eyes? Yes. Oh yes, I'm going to. I haven't even put a dent in that. As a matter of fact, I'll be showing you a brand new eye look this week, and I will forward that over to you, okay? And let you know about it. So be sure you have, pushed the bell so you can get my videos that are coming. And I have a whole complete series. I still have like 30 more videos of different eye looks and other methods for hooded eyes, small hooded eyes. So, okay, ladies, I'll be looking forward to it. I'm so glad you joined me today. Mwah! I miss you so much. Girls, I have reached 5,000 subscribers. All because of you. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Thank you. Thank you so much for being a subscriber of mine. And we're going to keep blowing and going, but we do have a giveaway coming up. And I'll discuss that in the next video. So hang in there. Have a great weekend. I want you to know how much I truly love you and love my new subscribers. So girls, I want you to stay sassy, classy, and confident, and give me a big thumbs up.